You can cringe tomorrow. Like, when I film these streams, when I'm streaming, they're always available in the streams section of my channel afterwards. So it's not, you're not gonna, technically not gonna miss anything. So go to bed, you mouthy. Okay. Alright, let's move this out of the way so we can do this thing. Okay. Oh, going. Hang on, guys. Just ending some tasks. In task manager. Oh, no wonder this is fucking up. Alright, there it goes. Alright, here we go. Oh, Eduardo Alvarez, $4.99 super chat. Hey Jay, this is my first time in your stream. As it's live, nice to be here and looking forward to the roast. Thank you. And thank you for the super chats. Alright, come on, OBS. Don't start fucking up. This is, come on, my nigga. Anyway. Tonight we're going to be talking about a couple things. At first, it was just going to be, I got these new headphones I got. They're really taken out. Like, I can't hear anything but the crickling from my ear hair. Anyway, yeah, we were just going to talk about the cinemasins video of Interview with the Vampire, but then The Rock thought it was necessary for him to release a fucking rap collaboration at the age of 50 something years old. After a long interval between the last time he did anything musical. So, and I thought it's a good idea to talk about that. So we're gonna talk about that first. Then we're gonna segue into the camera. Then we're gonna segue into the CinemaSins Interview with the Vampire video, because this was too fun. This is too good to pass up. Like, bullshit. There's no way I was gonna miss this. This is funny. All right, now the whole video, like, this is a Tech Nine video, a Tech Nine song. So it's not just him. It's him and it's The Rock and a bunch of other people. The Rock is at the very fucking end of the video. So what we gotta do is, he's in the intro, and that he does the last verse of the song. So we're gonna look at the first verse. We're gonna look at the intro and then the last verse. Shit. We're gonna look at the intro and then the last verse. Because that covers everything The Rock is. That covers all of The Rock's involvement in this shit. I haven't really watched the intro because I'm scared. Oh shit! I know I had it up the resolution up that high. Turn it down. But I'm really scared. Come on. Yeah, I hate it when it does this. Okay, there we go.
Yo, King Brahma, what's poppin', bro?
That is so that is so fucking unnatural. I hate it when they do this shit. When they used to show rappers, like, or people starting a call in a music video. It was a lot way more natural. People would be like, click, yeah, beep, 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 and then put the phone up. But now they're doing, like, you're doing video chats in a music video? It just doesn't look, I don't know, it just doesn't, it's not natural.
Tech 9 here.
Uso, my brother, Tech 9.
See? It's just not natural. Just use the phone like a regular fucking person.
Oh, my brother, Tech 9. You know.
Yeah, also that. Yo, my brother Tech 9. Look, I know you're rapping in this video and you're trying to blacken it up a little bit, but like, can you just not rap, Dwayne? Come on, Dwayne.
Uso, my brother, Tech 9. You know, I've been thinking about something. I think we give the people more.
Yes, we do. I think you're right, bro.
I know you know. We've talked about this. Let's give the people more.
We gotta
Yeah, you can give us
give
less.
the people more. Let's go.
Oh, they're gonna fuck shit up.
Our ears, probably. Yeah, that was so lame. That was so lame. Anyway. And now we get to the piece de resistance of the whole thing. When The Rock officially starts rapping. I saw a clip of it for like a split second. And I just couldn't take it. It's like, what, you know... Let's just peel the Band-Aid off because I'm scared. I'm just so scared. Oh, let me look at the chat right quick. Nazi goes, no more. Really lame as hell. Ebony Williams, I'm not complaining, but who asked for this? Oh, I'm telling you, like, these motherfuckers, they're probably friends in real life, and they were probably, I don't know, smoking weed together, luxuriating in their hard-working, wealthy lifestyles. It was like, Rock, you remember that song you did with Wyclef? Why didn't you do any more fucking music, man? And then this happened. Even though, like, he was basically just a glorified hype man in that Wyclef video. I'm not pulling it up because I don't want so many, like, copyright claims that this fucking video disappears, like, this whole stream disappears. So, but yeah, let's get to it. Let's do it. Even though I'm scared, let's do it.
They gon' take your face off. They gon' rumble. They gon' take your face off. They gon' rumble. They gon' take your face off.
Okay, I gotta pause it a little bit because, this is a song.
They gon' rumble.
From what I've heard, from what I've been told, this is a song.
They gon' take your face off.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We don't.
It's like watching your father rap. It's like what
Power. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging.
Please stop caressing your nipples aggressively. But it's like watching your father rap, or if like a Marines recruiter came to your school to convince the kids to enlist, and this was their whole fucking this was the introduction to the whole seminar. The few, the proud, the Marines. The Marines can get crunk too.
We're strange. I change the game. So what's my motherfucking name? What they gonna get though? Desecration.
Yeah, it was that random flash of whoever the fuck that was. That was
Information. If you want to bring it to the masses, face to face. Now we escalating. When I have to butt boost the asses. Mean on ya like a dream when I'm rumbling you.
Oh, this is cringe.
When I'm rumbling, you're gonna scream, mama. So bring drama to the King Brahma.
It's hilarious watching other like reactors pretend this is good.
That's with extreme mana.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you, brother Tech 9.
Thank you, bro. Like, and he takes a little swig of muscle milk Jack. Muscle Jack.
Thank you, Terramana. One take. That's a wrap.
Yeah, whatever. Don't brag about that shit. I did that shit in one take. Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know, nigga. We know you did. Oh, you ain't never lie. I did it in one take. Oh, wait, hang on a second, guys. Okay, Mikey Gusler, $20 super chat. During Chris Stuckman's No Time to Die review, he said the only reason people were upset that Phoebe Waller-Bridge being signed on to write the film was because she's a woman. Wonder if he'll say the same thing for Indy 5. Like, I don't want to give anything away about No Time to Die in for chat, but yeah, that bitch shouldn't have went anywhere near this movie. Considering how it ended, and just certain things, I didn't like it. It was kind of boring. Couple of good action sequences, but I can't really credit her for that. I don't blush that she wrote that shit, because with action movies, they have their writer, and they have the person who does who works in the action scenes in the middle. So, and that's basically about it. Yeah. Oh, really says just stick to the motivational speeches, all right? That's true. That's very true. Kai Fujimoto, did he not work with professional rappers? I mean, apparently Tech 9 is a professional rapper. And he did work with Wyclef at one point, like in the past, like in the 90s, late 90s, I think. So, oh, Vashnippy, oh God, take it back! Oh boy. McNugget, The Rock is about to make me aim for the bushes. Yeah, that's pretty good. But yeah, this is... Yeah, no, it sucked. Like, even right here, like, The Rock's face is like, maybe I should have done this. Maybe that, I gotta stop smoking weed with the boys. Or my rapper friends. I gotta, because they'll gas you up for some stupid shit. I gotta stop it. I'm too old for this shit. But it's true though. You cannot be 50 years old and start rapping. You can be 50 years old and start acting, but not start rapping, because that's just no.
One take. That's a wrap. Face off.
Whatever. That was... I kind of want to watch it one more time. Like, it's quick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This is one more time. Put a 9-9 in the 2000. Lance Johnson, £5 super chat. Rock hit midlife crisis, which in his situation should be fucking impossible. Like, you're killing it. Like, what the fuck you need to do this for?
They gon' take your face off. They gon' rumble. They gon' take your face off. They gon' rumble. They gon' take your face off.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Okay. Just like every couple seconds, I need to do that.
We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking name? What they gonna get though? Desecration.
Yeah, I think his eyebrow thing is getting limp because it doesn't get as high as it used to. If that was supposed to be the eyebrow thing.
Defamation, if you want to bring it to the...
What's my motherfucking name? Yeah, his cursing did get better. I remember when he was in his first R-rated film, Doom, the Doom movie. He couldn't curse for shit because he had been in PG-13 flicks up until that point. So every time, like, he would say fuck, it'd be like a wind-up before then. He'd be like, what the Fuck! he couldn't curse for shit. I don't know why. It was just weird.
The masses, face to face, now we escalating. When I have to butt boost the asses, mean on ya, like a dream. When I'm rumbling, you're gonna scream, mama. So bring drama to the king, Brahma.
He did not do that arm thing. That thing. Isn't that? Because this is bad. Because this reminds me of. Hang on. This reminds me of. It's Everyday, Bro. That's the last time I saw that gesture. In that fucking Jake Paul song. Don't do that. Nobody does that anymore.
So bring drama to the king, Brahma. Come at you with extreme mana.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if they threw that shit? Just they threw it, and it just hits him and shatters. He doesn't look fast enough to catch it. You know, it's coming at him like it, and it just someone just throws it at him and just shatters all over him.
Thank you, brother Tech 9. Thank you, Terramana. One take.
And isn't it just like the fucking Rock to stop a goddamn rap song to thank someone for the blessings that someone has bestowed upon him? Like, oh, thanks for letting me join your whole thing, your whole shindig. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, I think I missed a super chat. What? $6.99 super chat. Love your channel. Thank you. Alan Charles 14. I love The Rock, but God, this shit sucked. Oh yeah, it did. Vash Stampede, is The Rock part black or not? Oh yeah, he's mostly black actually. I think his father is black, or is he Samoan? Yeah, no, his father's Samoan and his mother's Hawaiian, I think. Or his father is Samoan but mostly black and his mother's Hawaiian. Whichever, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of black in there though, but like still, this sucks. This really sucks. His DNA didn't kick in with this, you know? The black genes didn't really catch up to with the rap talent. Okay, but now it's on to what you really came here for. You fucking heathens. You masochists. Oh, come on. I hate it when this shit is slow. I need a new computer. I need an actual PC, because this pisses me off. Michael Network, $2 super chat, better than Drake's CLB. I don't really care about Drake. Oh, god damn it. Just slow down! I said pause! But anyway. Now it's time for Everything Wrong with Interview with the Vampire. In 23 minutes or less. Now, I wanted to tackle this because CinemaSins is trash. And Interview with the Vampire is, in my opinion, a perfect fucking film. Perfect cinematography, great set design and costuming. Like, it just... Nobody looks out of place, or... You know how with certain period pieces, at least today or in recent years, they don't put any of the fucking effort in. Like, I watched Fear Street, the Fear Street series, with Carl, with a single player Carl. That's how you guys know him. And it's set in the 90s, right? But no one in the fucking movie, at least the first one, had a 90s haircut. Nobody did. No one had like one of those flat tops. Or like, no one had like the bamboo earrings. It was so fucking lame. Like, no effort was put in. Absolutely none. It didn't feel like a 90s film because no effort was put into the set design or like the hair and makeup, no. Yeah, but like you got movies like Interview with the Vampire that's like so fucking authentic. So much work is and heart is put into it. On top of that, the acting is stellar across the board. Like from Brad Pitt to a beggar shitting in the streets, like all the acting is good. Oh, Silly Rabbit, $5 super chat for your new PC fund. Oh, thank you. Oh, Vash Stampede. Oh, God. Why the fuck would you watch the Fear Street series? That thing is some of the worst fucking shit I've seen. Also, the main character is terrible. I know. Don't worry. I learned that. I learned the hard way. But anyway. Just everything about it is great. Everything about Interview with the Vampire is great. Now, you get it in Jeremy from CinemaSins' hands, and you're like, what possible sins could you find with this film? He's known for like throwing in a lot of filler, a lot of stupid ass fucking jokes, in his videos to compensate for the fact that he's really got nothing to say. He's known for that. So I'm thinking, like, I mean, I remember early CinemaSins. When their videos were like 5 minutes long, tops. Because that's when they actually used to pick out real shit that was wrong with the film and throw in some jokes here and there. They knew they knew when to shut the fuck up. You know, basically. Like, okay, the video's 5 minutes. We said everything we need to say. We're out. We're done. Their videos would be 5 to 10 minutes tops. So I'm wondering, and now they've gotten so they might be like watch time hungry, engagement hungry, like, you know, looking for that ad revenue and shit. But now their videos are like 23 minutes, like 15 minutes, 25 minutes, and longer. So I'm like, how? Either this video is riddled with like disingenuous fucking criticisms about this film, or a lot of unfunny jokes. Either way, this isn't gonna be good. This is gonna be a fucking train wreck. Leviticus Rot, $5 super chat. JL, you ever seen the sequel of Queen of the Damned? Oh no, have you ever seen the sequel Queen of the Damned? Funny enough to be an EFAT movie special. Yeah, I've seen that. I've actually seen that a lot of times. You know, the thing about that movie is the soundtrack is dope. The soundtrack is great. The movie, on the other hand, is not. I might actually do a versus for that after I, you know, actually fucking make the first of that series of videos that I want to do. I mean, not comparing, because it's not a remake or anything, it's a sequel. But I'm going to be comparing, in that one, like, special effects and certain shit like writing and shit like that, how far it fell in quality. And the two Lestats, of course. Because, ugh. I mean, it's not a terrible film, but, like, when you compare it to Interview with the Vampire, it's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Anyway. Let's get to it. Because I love this movie, and I'm sure a lot of you in the chat love this movie, and you're thinking, what could CinemaSins possibly have to say about Interview with the Vampire? Such a great film. Let's see. That's sloppy too. There's stuff like you've improved it text wise. Like it's a nicer. It's nicer in terms of quality, but but structure, it's like, what the fuck is this? Why'd you do this? I don't know. This is yeah. See how this doesn't really. Whatever. I'm gonna stop.
Wow, mid-90s era Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt? Holy I wonder what kind of motorcycle driving, panty dropping action classic will get out of this gem with the two most popular leading men of all time. I just snorted a line of testosterone to get in the mood, baby.
Alright, I know that was a joke considering how homoerotic this film is, I'm guessing. But Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise have never been known to be like overly macho actors. Not really. Not really. Now you leave that to like Arnold, Mel Gibson, Arnold, Mel Gibson, Stallone, Bruce Willis, but like Brad Pitt and actors like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, those were like, if you don't want something as harsh as Arnold and Bruce and everybody, you go to them. Because they were about, like, they could be in action movies and all that macho shit too. They could be in it. But they weren't hyper masculine, and they were more about, like, the ladies. You know what I'm saying? They were more for the ladies than anything else. So, I don't know where you got that from.
I'm guessing they blew their budget on the casting for this sucker, and thus had to do the title effects on Microsoft Word, which...
What the fuck? Wait, you picking at the text? It's fine. The fuck did you expect them to do with this? It's fine. I guess you blew your budget on the... What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm guessing they blew their budget on the casting for this sucker, and thus had to do the title effects on Microsoft Word, which...
It's like standard text, but it's not bad. Like this, a movie like this is not going to have flashy text. The fuck is that? What is that complaint? It's not a good one.
Jordan had to borrow from a kid in a nearby college. Hey, you know how special effects in movies can be pretty good these days, but a lot of them just don't seem realistic? You know why the effects on the dinosaurs hold up in Jurassic Park all these years later? You know why Aliens, T2, and a billion other movies from this...
Alright, get to the
General
fucking
era
point.
looks so fucking rad. Stan Winston. That's why. And even though this movie ain't perfect or even good, I'm gonna take a sin.
Whoa! What? What? This movie ain't... Wait, what? Alright, now I'm mad. Like, I didn't hear that part. I saw, like, I watched the first, minute. I got up to, like, the text part, and I was like, I'm gonna cover this because this is stupid. But now you're talking about this movie ain't even good. What? That's a personal fucking opinion, my nigga. And it's a bad one. No, fuck, it's an incorrect one.
Stan Winston. That's why.
And plus, why are you sending this? Or did he take one off?
This movie ain't perfect or even good. I'm gonna take a sin off for this special effects legend that should be celebrated at every opportunity. This
Yeah, whatever. That didn't need to go on so
slow
long.
pan through San Francisco does nothing for the movie other than show off an admittedly impressive score and a criminal amount of jaywalking.
You followed me here, didn't you?
Yeah, it's fucking dumb. His fucking problems with this movie are dumb. This cat. Plus, it was trying to get you into the setting of where they were, because the camera panned from, because I think they're in San Francisco, right? It panned from the San Francisco sign all the way into the city. They were trying to get you used to the fucking setting, you dick. You fucking dick. This cat loves Apollo, 26. Not even good. I'm offended. Yeah. I'm usually not offended by much, but like, goddamn. Someone on Lord Forchungus, that's the point. That he's fucking retarded? That's the point? I'm sorry, you don't get off like that. The thing is, that's what, like I said before, his early CinemaSins videos were not like this. Oh wait, for Lord Forchungus, he was talking about... Okay, he was talking about fucking Jeremy. I'm sorry, Lord Forchungus. I thought you were one of his fanboys talking about, oh, that's the point. He's supposed to be retarded. I apologize. Because I'm always waiting for those people to pop up. Like, that's the point. He's retarded. He's dumb. But yeah, Lord Forchungus says right here, it's called setting the scene, Jeremy. Thank you. You gotta, like, when you guys, like, say something, like, sometimes, like, when it's too vague, you gotta add everything you're gonna say together. Otherwise, I'm like, wait, what the hell? What are you talking about? I got confused there for a minute, but I apologize. Holy shit. Anyway.
Yeah, I suppose I did. You seem very interesting.
Malloy doesn't suspect that Louis is a vampire, but pursued him for an interview regardless because... Why? He dresses weird? Imagine being the biographer that...
No, he moves weird. And he looks weird. He's fucking pale as shit. Plus, Louis is rich. Plus, keep in mind, he said he followed him which is weird. I don't know why he did that, but yeah, he said he fucking followed him. So he might have a sense of how he moves and how he is as a person and how he differs from everybody else. He's intrigued by him. It's called fucking investigative journalism. Like, investigative journalism is brought on by a sense of curiosity. I mean, I know we're not used to that nowadays, but that was a thing. I mean, Christian Slater was kind of a creep still, like, you know.
Despite there being so few vampires in the world, manages to stumble across the only one that will not only not immediately kill and exsanguinate you, but...
Oh my god! What a coincidence! Like, yeah. Okay? How did he stumble upon? Because it's just this specific story. I can understand if we were following Malloy as a character, and then he just so happened to find a fucking vampire. But what luck, but no, that's why this movie is so good, because we are meeting both of them in the middle of their stories. We're not following one or the other right now. We're following both of them. Now, if we were following one or the other, it'd be like, okay, so how did, like, that was a coincidence that you happen to, like, as a reporter, end up finding a fucking vampire who's been around for centuries? Damn. Mikey Gusler, $2 super chat. Remember, this is the same guy who said Joker's bad. Yeah, I know. I know. Thomas Fenton, $5 super chat. Am I not the only one that thinks Jeremy is basically the Vouch of movie critics? The amount of the amount of puke blurp is on Reddit levels of cringe. Oh, Lord Chungus says, it's okay, Jay, I forgive you. Thank you. Forgive my ignorance.
But also wants to share their life-death story with you. Get this man a lottery ticket.
I mean, well, he just so happens to want to share his life story with you. Well, we find out why when he starts to tell his story, Jeremy. You fucking idiot. Context? What is that?
So, what do you do?
I'm a vampire.
Rolling credits notwithstanding, just because Louis is a vampire doesn't mean that's what he does, right? That's like someone asking me what I do and me replying I'm an asshole. Like,
I mean, that's all he does. Do you think this motherfucker has a job? Like, yeah, what do you do? I'm a vampire. That's my call in life. Like, how do you think he stays rich? You know he's got to do some, like, sneaky shit as a vampire to keep his money. Like, do you really think this motherfucker has a job? It's stupid, just a stupid, yeah. It's a dumbass.
that narrows it down.
Shall we begin like David Copperfield? I am born. I grew up.
In fact, David Copperfield opens with the titular character pondering if he is the hero of his own story, which is actually a far more fitting parallel to Louis' story. God, read much in the last 200 years?
You're not lying to me, are you?
Seems like Cuffs here is presented as a hard-scrapple reporter that's seen some shit. Just because Louis apparated over to turn on the lights a few minutes ago, he's willing to believe he's a fucking vampire?
Yeah, he did it in a split second. He was right in front of him, then he was right behind him in a second. No one can do that. He didn't even see him run. Well, just because you saw me basically teleport? You believe I'm a vampire? What a dumbass. Or just because you saw him teleport means you believe he's a vampire? Oh, sin. Ding! Oh my god. This cat loves Apollo 20 sec. Sins feels like he really want to be a contrarian. Ugh. Yeah, he's been like that for a while. Hero of Kivach, I think. Jay Longbow needs to finish her commentary on Dracula, one of my favorite videos ever from her. I swear. I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to get it out by Halloween or near the Halloween. Near the same week of Halloween. So, that's coming. It's coming, I swear. Vash Stampede. What? Jeremy, how many people do you know that can do that, huh? Exactly. What the fuck are you talking about, Jeremy? Let's rewind that.
Just because Louis apparated over to turn on the lights a few minutes ago, he's willing to believe he's a fucking vampire? That parlor trick could be performed by Jim the Drunk. He's currently sleeping on off right outside this very...
No, and that's a shitty joke. And no, you don't know anybody who could fucking teleport from one place to another in less than a second. You're full of shit. Shut up.
I was 24, younger.
Well, you believe he's a vampire because he teleported. Oh, faggot.
Than you are now. The times were different then. I was a man at that age.
F*** you and your pedantic vampire condescension, Louis. Just because this movie came out the same year as Reality Bites doesn't mean that everyone in their mid-20s was considered a slacker. Can you name me a time in history where
24 was a man because he was already rich, had his own house, and had a wife and kid. I don't know what else he was doing. I forgot. I think he was a nobleman or some shit. I don't know. I forgot. But yeah, he had his own house, like a mansion, a wife and a kid. So yeah, he's considered like older. He's considered older by our standards. 24 is like grown ass man compared to 24 now. Like let's just be real. Let's just be real with it.
24-year-olds weren't considered adults, or men, as you call them. This polka dot goose flounders his hand so hard that he should be super railed by the Billy Buns, Pop, Lock, and Rattlejang for pulling this trick pickling.
My invitation was...
That was gibberish, so I'm not even gonna...
open to anyone. To the whore at my side. To the pimp that followed.
Give me your money or you die.
If this lady's a prostitute, isn't the pimp already getting Louis' money? Why go to the effort of pimping if you're just gonna mug him anyway? Whoa, man!
To get more money, Jeremy. To get more money. She got him vulnerable. And he probably knows he's rich. Pay attention, Jeremy!
Man, it's like pimp already getting Louis' money. Why go to the effort of pimping if you're just gonna mug him anyway? Whoa, man, it's less than 10 minutes in the movie and we already have some hot sex symbol on sex symbol action. And my fapping ability has limits, you know. Also, I'm amazed that any vampires are left undiscovered, if this is how they choose to consume their victims. Okay, it's night, but there were plenty of people about that could have easily seen this unnecessary display of vampiric aviation.
Fuck out.
You know he was behind the sail of a ship, right? When he did that? Or he was near one. So no one really would have paid attention. And I'm fuzzy on Lestat's his capability, his powers. So I don't know. He could probably make himself invisible. You don't know. Thomas Fenton, $5 super chat. I think the term for this guy is cinematic bread tuber with vomit takes. That is either short, dumb, Twitter crap or Reddit levels of verbal cyanide. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
The pain and give you another life. One you could never imagine.
As long as you have no objections to an overpowering dependence on the blood of mortals, and don't mind the idea of eventually having to live through the early 2020s, always read the fine print, kids.
That morning, I was not yet...
Yeah, if you're a vampire, you're not going to be affected by anything in the 2020s. Like Corona. You're not going to catch that as a vampire. You're going to be miserable by the 2020s. Like they would have already gone through several world wars, Vietnam War. They wouldn't give a shit. Oh, we got Corona. There's Corona. And like jabbering Joe Biden. Like, who gives a shit? Like, I've lived through way too much to care about the 2020s. Yeah, vampires don't work that way. Like, yeah, so that joke doesn't really work.
Yet a vampire.
He's not a man, not yet a sucker. I was looking at Louis' property and wondered why the cemetery area looked so bad. And why he didn't hire landscapers. And then I remembered this asshole has slaves, and the movie totally yada yadas this shit and skips right to the supernaturally sexy bloodlust. Yuck.
No, it doesn't skip it. There's a whole fucking sequence where you see his slaves, and he even sucks on one of them. What the fuck are you talking about? And yeah, it was like a natural way of life back then. They're not gonna... You think there's gonna be a whole segment of the film when they're talking about slavery is bad, guys? Like, no! That's not how that works. Because they're just showing the world as is. They're not trying to lecture anybody. That's the beauty of movies like this. They just show the world as it is. You as the audience member is already supposed to know that's bad. So if you're complaining that, how come they don't tell us it's bad? That's more of a you problem? Just saying?
Slaves, and the movie totally yada yadas this shit and skips right to the supernaturally sexy bloodlust. Yuck. Man, vamp blood sure does look like cherry Kool-Aid, doesn't it? I'm half expecting a giant pitcher with a face on it to bust through that mausoleum and go, oh yeah! What the supernatural f*** is going on here? I know vampires can see better than humans and can move faster and all that shit, but what's this all about? Is the angel alive? Is he able to make her move just by eye-f***ing her? Is there a point to this entire scene other than an excuse to paint an extra like a sculpture and give her one shot of looking escape?
Yeah, a part of me didn't understand this, but then it's like, oh. Yeah, I don't get it. I didn't get that scene. I never understood, like, it's probably more context in the actual novel, but, you know, still, it's like, who cares? Vampires can see what is unseen by humans. I don't really give a shit. It's like, it's vague and leaves something to the imagination, up to the interpretation of the viewer. It's spooky. It works.
So. These dudes?
Perhaps you'd like another cigarette?
I see how Louis maintains his fortune in the present day. He's clearly a rep for Philip Morris and is probably making out like gangbusters in this economy.
Actually, I'm quite fond of looking at crucifixes. How about the old stake through the heart thing? Nonsense. How about coffins? Coffins, unfortunately, are a necessity.
Okay, sure. Crucifixes and stakes are nonsense, but sleeping in a coffin, totally fine. Also, we're never told why it's a necessity. They can't.
Well, because they're dead. I mean, I don't get the stake thing. A stake through the heart should definitely kill your ass.
Die, then what the f*** does it matter where they sleep? Why do they even need to sleep at all? What the shit is a necessity? They can't die, then what the f***? But sleeping in a coffin, totally fine. Also, we're never told why it's a necessity. They can't die, then what the f*** does it matter where they sleep? Why do they even need to sleep at all?
Because you need to be replenished, Jeremy. They need to be replenished. They need to sleep. They need sleep or rest, just like anybody else. I don't know the exact lore behind that, but yeah, it makes sense because the daytime, Jeremy, the daytime. You can't just be in a bed and cover yourself up with blankets because you're gonna move around. Hey, let's rewind that. I just want to hear how dumb that was again.
Crucifixes and stakes are nonsense, but sleeping in a coffin, totally fine. Also, we're never told why it's a necessity. They can't die, then what the f*** does it matter where they sleep? Why do they even...
Because the sun, Jeremy, the fucking sun. Oh my god, he's really asking this fucking question. Because of the sun, you idiot!
They sleep at all. What the shit is...
Why do you need to sleep? Because they can't live in the sun, Jeremy, and they can't eat during that time of the day. Because it's day. You fucking moron. Oh. Brett Lermont, I think it says. How do his shit jokes count as sins? This dude sounds like he never saw a single vampire movie. He hasn't. Like, he doesn't even understand how coffins work for vampires. Oh my god. It's like vampires can't eat during the day because obviously they will fucking die. So they got to get in they have to sleep in a coffin because it's, for one thing, it's suitable because they're already dead. And that's number one. Number two, yeah, they're entirely covered from the sun, shielded away from it. And yeah, that's basically it. Like, I don't understand why you're making it, why he's making it a huge thing. I don't understand.
What is this f***? I know it was a long time ago, but were these assholes really that interested in melodramatic representations of child and or clown abuse back then? Are we supposed to assume that vampire teeth are laced with some sort of numbing agent or aphrodisiac that takes immediate effect? Not only
No, they know how to, because he's a fucking vampire, he knows how to apply the right type of pressure. Idiot. Like, oh my god, these sins are so bad. They're so stupid. He knows how to apply the right type of pressure so it doesn't seem like he's, hurting her. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, what do you call it? It's a metaphor for something else. You feel me?
the victim's villains in this movie not feel pain when it's convenient for the plot. They even seem to enjoy being punctured. Also, no one at this, whatever this is, seems to notice or give a shit about the woman bleeding from parts of her body. Where
Look at how much shit is going. Look at this. Look how much shit is going on right now. The set design is so good, by the way. Jesus Christ, it's so great. But look how much shit is going on. Who the fuck would notice that? Why do you think they did it there?
where this is, seems to notice or give a shit about the woman bleeding from parts of her body. Where these two just so happen to have.
And plus, you don't really like. I mean, there's a little blood right there. But like I said, a lot of shit going on, a lot of foot traffic, a lot of energy. Like no one's gonna notice that. And there's only like a little stream of blood right there. Is that really? It just looks like two guys going to town on some chick. Like, come on, Jeremy, come on.
Well, I don't care if you are an immortal asshole killer. That does not give you an excuse to ogle someone's veins without their explicit consent.
Lestat killed 2, sometimes 3 a night.
And nobody thinks it's odd that 2 or 3 people a fucking night are disappearing from every social gathering Lestat attends. It doesn't seem.
These are rich people, keep in mind. So no, they're not going to notice. At least not. Because besides, Lestat does his due diligence when it comes to bodies. Mud Crab, $5 super chat. Hey JLB, can't think of anything witty to say yet. So new Gotham High coming out when? Let's go, Brandon. I don't know when the next Gotham High is coming out. Like I said, I have so much other stuff to do at the moment. I got to do the Dracula thing. Then I have to get to work on another thing. So yeah, it might be a little while, but like I said, there's probably 1 or 2 more parts of Gotham High coming out soon. And plus, I'm getting back to Batwoman. I still got to release the finale episode. And then the season premiere of season 3 is fucking Wednesday. Yeah, they've gone from Sunday to Wednesday now. So, there's that shit. But anyway.
Seem like they even leave the state, so how is this going unnoticed?
How do you know?
Read her thoughts.
Wait, Lestat hasn't told Louis that he can do this? Wouldn't this be listed on the agenda for, first day of training, vamp?
That's kind of the point of their relationship. He only tells him what he wants him to know, and only when it benefits him or when he can control it. They have a very toxic relationship. He keeps him dumb and dependent on him. Dumbass. Like, did you even watch this fucking movie?
Love scene is so awkward that I just had a flashback of my first girl-boy party back in 8th grade, and I did not want to relive that memory of
Shut up, Jeremy.
Mary Alice Wood's braces getting accidentally locked together. Thank you very much. This aristocrat's lady boner must be raging right now, but how can she not notice the giant smear of lipstick on Louis's nose and not burst into laugh? Hey, where'd that go?
Whiny cow.
Okay, your point. Oh, one small problem in this damn near perfect film. That's not even a problem, really. I mean, it's funny to point out, but it's not, it's nothing.
Of a vampire who prowls the night killing rats and poodles. You could have finished us both.
But how? Even if they're caught, how the fuck is anyone gonna stop them? They're immortal. Lestat could fucking fly, for crying out loud.
Oh, well, I don't know if you... No, you haven't seen this movie. You have not seen this movie. They can be stopped. Not easily, but they can be stopped. I mean, wait till... I wonder how he's going to tackle the slave part, because the slaves instinctively knew to kill them with fire. Who the hell knows how, and plus they had their whole voodoo thing that was apparently working on them on some level. But you can defeat them. Non-Vitae Rex, or Non-Vitae Rex, sorry, $5 super chat. I guess it would be suspicious if they were killing 2 or 3 people a night, every night, but I'm assuming they spread it out to avoid suspicion. Yeah. Air Shots 22. Is this supposed to be funny? Like, do people laugh at this? Apparently so, because the upvote downvote ratio is pretty positive. Ugh.
What are the police gonna do? Hide their coffins?
Life without me would be even more unbearable.
Oddly enough, this is the same thing Tom Cruise told Paramount in 2021 to convince them to further push back the release dates for Mission Impossible 7 and Top Gun Maverick.
Paris, a vampire must be clever for many reasons.
Paris?
Vampiric foreshadowing. Foreshadow vamping?
Come to New Orleans, then. The Paris Opera's in town.
Why doesn't Lestat just bounce and go wherever he wants? Sure.
What the f- Are you an idiot? It's starting to get really enraging. It's like you didn't even watch the fucking movie. Why doesn't Lestat just fucking leave? Did you listen to the dialogue in that scene? Or like the scene previously? When he kills the rat at the dinner table? Did you fucking listen to anything? Oh my god! Lestat is a leech! He targeted him specifically because Louis was rich. And plus, you know, he just, Lestat likes fucking with people. He likes being, what was the whole thing with the movie? Right. He likes his lust for life, even though he tried to stomp it out at the same time. Which is like total, like, wife. That's why there's so many, like, gay undertones with this movie, because it's such a wife thing to do. Like, I fell in love with you because you're so, because you're, well, toxic wife. Let's clear that up. But like, that's such a toxic wife thing to do. Like, I fell in love with you because you're so spirited and you're so self-confident and you have all you have this spirit, like, lust for life, and then they fucking stomp it out at the same time. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But that's this dynamic here. Thorgrim Hammerheart, $20 super chat. The longest of bones. Just a wee bit for all the laughter you bring. Thanks so much. You have been crushing it. Keep it up. Hope you all well. Oh, thank you. Amy XOXO, Lestat wanted company. Yeah, that's also the reason. But Lestat, yeah, he's a fucking leech. Remember, like the first, like, they'd only been together for a little while. And he was like, oh, we're lucky to have such a home. Like, what do fucking mean we? This is my house, nigga. We're lucky to have such a home. He's a leech. He's a fucking leech. Why doesn't he just leave? Are you fucking dumb? Jeez. Tom's Fenton, $5 super chat. Hearing Girl Boy Party, set from Jeremy. I can't help but see him reminiscing about cross-dressing, messing with the kitties, and talking of age.
What's keeping Lestat's ass glued to this place? He can always just...
There it goes. Okay, apparently we're back. I think. OBS said we're back. So. Dragon says, does he not understand that Lestat killed whores and poor people so rich people wouldn't care if they did? Ah, right. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Thank you for pointing that out, Roses and Dragons. But holy shit, what the... Come on, YouTube. Okay, we're back. Everyone's saying we're back, so we're back. But yeah, like, it's like... People like him don't actually watch the movie. They just come up, like... Or, now, you know, specifically him, because he just comes up with sin. He just watches movies to come up with sins. He doesn't actually watch the movies. He just, like, combs through it. Okay, what do I think is stupid? Despite not even watching the goddamn thing. Oh. Okay, I guess I will say it. I guess Twitch came out and, like, apparently there was some leak that said there was, like, a no block list. Like, there were preferred Twitch streamers that weren't allowed to be blocked off the site. Maybe that's, or like, maybe like it's kind of like the same thing on YouTube. People who are not allowed to be criticized, and then whenever you criticize them, like, your channel, like, your stream goes bleh. But anyway, like I was saying, he watches movies to sin them, not to actually watch them. That was my point. But so let's get back to it.
Pinky rings.
Hear me now?
Pinky, what the fuck? There's such what the fuck? This makes no sense whatsoever. Fuck you.
This place is cursed.
It's easy to forget now, but in the early to mid-90s, Brad Pitt truly had some Keanu Reeves-esque performances, especially in period pieces. Hey.
He wasn't bad in this. Like, his voice was a little weird. Hear me now. This place is cursed. Damned. But after that, like, it was just those few lines in the beginning, but then the acting was considerably better when he told him to run. But whatever.
Acting is hard sometimes. Also,
but to say he was like Keanu level, no, bitch. No, he was in fucking Seven. When did this come out? Like 1995? No, 94. Okay, it was 94. He was in Seven just like, a couple years later?
So Louis goes on to free the people that are gathered here. Like, that would really do a ton of good if they remain in the South. God damn, for a movie that features slaves, this sure does gloss over the reality of it.
Because that's not what the fucking movie's about. You really did gloss over the reality. Because this movie, we're so used to movies lecturing about racial issues. It's just so fucking perplexing that they would just gloss over. Oh yeah, you gloss over slavery. Yeah, we did, because that's not what the movie's about. That's not what it's about. And you, as the audience member, once again, should know already. You should know already. And besides, I'm sure some of them are fucking resourceful. I mean, they did know their masters were fucking vampires, so they're not dumb. Thomas Fenton, $2 super chat. I'm sorry if it was the pedo joke that brought Susie. Yeah, who knows? It might have been. Shit. I mean, it's not a condemnation of you. I'm just saying, as strict as everything is, that might have done it. Lord Forchungus, Jeremy's mad that all his slaves were freed. ADT 116. That's not the point of the story. That's not the point of the movie. It distracts from the story. Exactly. Yeah, I think he's so he's trying to be. Oh, I'm the woke ally, guys. I know that slavery's wrong. Like, okay, you want a fucking cookie? This movie isn't gonna tackle that, because you as the audience member already know what consequences lie ahead of them being freed like this and being left to their own devices. That we already know. It's a fucking fact. It's a fucking known fact. So we don't need to be lectured at any point. And plus, this is not what this movie's about. So
the people that are gathered here, like, that would really do a ton of good if they remain in the South. God damn, for a movie that features slaves, this sure does gloss over the reality of it. I can't be sure, but I think this guarantees him 7 years of bad accents, which probably explains his performance in The Devil's Own. My God, what were they drinking? This table went up like he just poured gasoline over it.
Where are we? What do you think? We're in a nice filthy cemetery.
The cemetery is really on Lestat. He didn't have to take them here at all. He clearly has no qualms about killing people, so why not break into someone else's house and sleep there?
Yeah, that's stupid. Like someone said, and like what I forgot to mention as well. They would only kill people that would not be missed by society. Hookers and poor people. I mean, they did kill some rich folks in the beginning, like that old bitch, and of course that old bitch's young servant. But like they made it clear, oh yeah, they're evildoers, and no one's gonna really give a fuck. Like, she killed her husband and then blamed it on a slave, and that's why they went after her and her boy servant. It's almost like I watched the fucking movie. Why West still here? No, sorry, Why We Still Here? Damn it. $5 super chat. Gloss over the slavery. What? Movies that get to the damn point and stay focused? Can't have that. Exactly. Hell Radio Lives. $5. Hell Radio Lives. $5 super chat. Jay, do you ever miss doing the old format Gamergate style feminist critiques you used to do? I mean, well, I got something coming up. A response video to some asshole on TikTok who says that you can't be racist to white people. You know, the whole shtick. I got something coming up for that. I gotta finish it, and I think I'm gonna finish it after I'm done with the Dracula thing. So, you know, I got some stuff. I still do that every now and then if I feel the need to. But right now, I'm more focused on the media thing. But yeah, I'm still doing the commentary channel thing that I usually do. Puss in Boots, CinemaSins is a joke. Correct. One and only sound. Everything woke turns to shit. Correct.
I can warm that cold skin of yours better than she can.
Jesus Christ, according to this movie, southeastern Louisiana was just overrun with prostitutes back in the late 18th century, man. You cross the street, prostitute. Run to the men's room?
Yeah. Yeah? And? You're just avoiding the reality of the movie, and then when the movie fucking, does acknowledge a reality, it's like, why are you acknowledging reality? Like, goddamn.
Go pick up the milk at the local market, gaggle of prostitutes. Will someone please tell me how this biting works? Does being bitten only hurt when the victim...
He makes it so it doesn't hurt. How's that fucking hard for you to understand? Like, yeah, he's a vampire, but he's not like... It's not like a crocodile when they're just gonna snap your ass. Like, he's gonna make it so it doesn't hurt, so you don't notice. Like I said, it's a metaphor for something else. For another type of penetration. Just saying. But of course, Jeremy wouldn't know nothing about that.
You know what? Take 20 cents, think long and hard about your persistent inconsistencies, movie. God.
It's not an inconsistency. It's fucking, like, common sense. You as the audience member are supposed to use common sense and think, oh, he does it to where where they're not going to feel it. And you know, in some cases, when kids get shots and they're distracted by something else, and there are certain cases when kids get shots, they don't feel it because they're distracted by something else. So I'm guessing he was turning them on while, like I said, being real easy and real gentle with the teeth. So that's why they wouldn't notice it. Idiots. Fucking idiots. Yeah.
Don't just leave her hand there to drip on the sofa. That's a waste of precious blood. His glass wasn't even full. My God, the things this job has me complaining about.
Take your receipts, taste pure things. Kill them swiftly if you will. But do it, for do not doubt, you are a killer, Louis.
I know.
Did he change the score in this scene? Yeah, he changed it. That's not the fucking score. That's some generic
Cruise
shit.
is ridiculously over the top in this movie and most likely
miscast entirely? Are you fucking joking? What? now we get into the shitty gritty. Oh my God. 19th century hoes learn to code. Thomas Fenton, $5 super chat, new name, Hassan Sins. He just vomits garbage and verbally gives me a brain drain. Jeremy without a movie to barf on. Do you want me to redacted die? Now he's saying Tom Cruise was shit in this movie and miscast. Nah. Wait, did he say miscasted?
You are a killer.
Wait, hold on. Let's see if he said
Cruise
that.
is ridiculously over the top in this
No, he said miscast.
movie and most likely miscast entirely. But damn it, he 100% commits to the flamboyantly goth.
He's miscast. He was greatness. What the fuck you talking about? He was not miscast. Oh, this fucking CinemaSins is shit. Oh, ooh. I'm sure like a lot of hardcore Interview with the Vampire fans are not going to be happy with that. Because everybody loved him in this. I don't understand your fucking gripe, Jeremy. Like, what the fuck you talking about, yo? This is actually one of the few roles I actually like Tom Cruise in.
Gothic nature of Lestat, and it is hard not to be hypnotized by some of these explosions.
You'll hear your sins before you die.
And then he unsinned it anyway. Like, he took off his sin for it anyway. Oh, yeah, he's over the top, and he was miscast, and he sucks. But, like, oh, it's great. What? 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 This makes no sense. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. Automata, $5 super chat, man, that Queen of the Damn soundtrack. Great. Through and through, and I'll always appreciate something with Kidney Thieves. Vash Stampede. No, he looks exactly how Lestat is described in the books. Plus, his performance is really great. I don't know what the fuck he's talking Athala, these explosions are fun to watch. Go fuck yourself. Mikey Gusler, $5 super chat. The author of the book made a video apologizing for doubting Tom Cruise being cast as Lestat. Then she saw the movie and loved his performance. All right, so like the author of the movie co-signed this shit. Sorry, what up, Jeremy? What's up? Pin Up Doll, 1996, $2 super chat. You got to be kidding me about the miscasting. What the fuck? Yeah, I know. This nigga, this niggatry in here. Shit. Oh damn. You ever had that feeling when your eyes start sweating? Ugh. Probably not, but I'm just saying. It happens.
This is how my mom tells me that my dad will totally watch my content at some point. Why bother lighting the candles in the sconces if you're going to have these candelabras hanging out right next to them on the mantle? I don't care if this is set before the invention of the light bulb. This is blatant overcandling.
No, it's not. Look how lit this motherfucker is. I mean, it's got to be well lit. Because if you got to fucking clean up any blood, you don't need that much light. This is overcandling. Like, shut the fuck. And if there weren't enough candles, you would have been fucking complaining about that. The scene is too dark. Ding!
Please wake Mama, monsieur.
This woman looks like she's been dead for a while. Surely Claudia is old enough to realize her mom's a little further gone than sleeping. Louis managed.
It's called childlike desperation, you fuck. Plus, she was only, what, 8? She's an 8-year-old! Like, relax!
To resist killing all kinds of people, but breaks his oath when faced with a little girl? Wouldn't this be someone he'd be least likely to kill? Okay, she's an orphan, but she at least has a chance for a normal life.
No creatures under God are as we are, none so like him.
Holy shit, this is actual blasphemy. I love when an actual sin writes itself. The did he use his thumbprick thing when he turned Louis into a vampire instead of this very messy wrist-biting bullshit? In the big book of Dick...
Oh, yo, you found one inconsistency, and it's not even really a big deal.
Decisions made in the history of cinema, turning young Claudia into a vampire has got to crack the top 5. Lestat was determined to give Louis the choice he never had, but Claudia, nah, that kid. Welcome to immortality.
Because it was to manipulate Louis. Did you not? Like, I love how he just skips over the fucking scenes to give context to what the fuck he is sinning. It's hilarious. Because Louis like, no, I don't want you to turn her. Stop it. And Lestat was like, you want her to die then? He did it deliberately. Oh my god. Bad person does bad thing. Ding!
My dear, an endless buffet of enjoyment that you'll be unable to enjoy because you're forever stuck inside the body of a child. Who knew that becoming one of the...
You're sinning a fucking thing that's acknowledged as a bad thing in the film. That it's meant to be an immoral thing. What the fuck you doing? What are you doing, Jeremy? You fucking idiot. I shouldn't be surprised that you're this fucking dumb at this point, but goddamn, you were one of the dumbest motherfuckers on this platform.
The undead would give you such a rad fucking perm. I bet they get a ton of recruits in the middle of the 1980s.
Louis was going to...
Why would you send that? It's very well known that vampires get more beautiful when they become vampires because she is basically being given power. The fuck? I mean, what's the dealio, Jeremy?
To leave us. He was going to go away, but now he's not.
It's a diabolical and manipulative plan for sure, but unfortunately I can guarantee I pulled some sicker shit on my college girlfriend to prevent her from breaking up with me. I guess it's not...
What? I know that was supposed to be a joke, but what the fuck? And what does that have to do with the movie? What? Jeremy, what the hell? Why would you send the what are you doing? What are you doing? Mikey Gusler, $5 super chat. Wait, the reason Brad Pitt turned the little kid into a vampire was because she had the plague and was left to die. Right. Forgot about that little detail. Plus, he was hungry. She's about to die anyway. Fuck it. And that's why. Yeah, I forgot about that little. It's been a while since it hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long of a while since I've seen it because I love this movie. But I forgot that little detail. Marv Alice applied $5 super chat. I kind of like it, but I'm almost 30 and still listen to AFI and Breaking Benjamin sometimes, so I'm not exactly the most refined music girl. Really? What the fuck? Was that supposed to be funny? Apparently, according to Jeremy, that was supposed to be that's a joke. Apparently. I don't know. Ugh.
Not direct sunlight, but it's pretty goddamn bright out there, so are they feeling any effects when Louis opens the coffin? Further, why don't they have blackout curtains all over this bitch?
There is clearly no sunlight on them. It seems like muted light, like they have the windows covered up. Idiot.
Just in case they had to get up during the daytime.
Mine's a thumb.
I mean, look at that. Look at that.
Have blackout curtains all over.
Look how, like, basically, it looks the same as when she's like she's trying to move past the sunlight in this shot. So clearly, like, the windows are probably covered up where Louis at, or he's in a place that has no fucking windows. Idiots. And it's probably just studio lights. I don't know. But, like, yeah, that's just, all this shit could be solved with just a little critical thinking and paying attention to the fucking movie.
They had to get up during the daytime.
Mine's a thumb. That little digit.
That little digit.
You know, for a start.
Why are you this stupid ass shit? At least, like, fine, if you want to do the thing where you're just sending things out of nowhere to be funny, at least be funny. But you're not fucking funny.
For a studded movie about fucking vampires, romance, and murder, this movie can be straight up boring as.
It's not boring. The pacing is fucking impeccable. They get to the point pretty easily. It's not boring. Get fucked. This movie is nowhere near boring. They don't dwell on shit for too long. Because they know, because the filmmaker knows you're gonna end up getting bored, because these vampires are also bored with their lives, because it just goes on and on and on, and it's just the same shit all the time. But no, they move on. They move on pretty quickly. They go to like from one thing to another fairly quickly, so you don't lose interest. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Jeremy. The pacing is great. You're complaining about nothing. Oh my god, they were talking for more than 30 seconds. I'm fucking bored.
Ass. There are stretches in here where I have time to doze off, get a foot massage, mow the lawn, and paint a nude portrait.
Yeah, I'm wondering, that might have been the reason you missed so many fucking important plot points, Jeremy. Because you get bored very easily.
To Chris, but not miss anything.
We were all Americans now.
Have I properly seen this vampiration yet? I know it's part of the titular interview, but this is a lot of fucking narration. And I don't care how sexy Brad Pitt's voice is, it deserves a sinning.
You sat someplace and listened to someone for a long time. Ding! Like, do you realize that, like, interviews like those fucking documentaries people do, that those interviews last for a fucking long time? Especially the true crime ones. You think they only last like as long as like you think the footage that you get is all the footage that is recorded? Fucking idiot.
Bathing with not only the curtain but the entire fucking door open.
When did you eat?
That's not really a sin though. Some people are that dumb. Oh god. Thomas Fitton, $5 super chat, says with Powerpuff Girls opening, Jack Dorsey, mental retardation, and Doug Walker, these are the ingredients to make the perfect little dumbass. Super Nazi ghost. Jeremy envies the attention span of a goldfish. I know. Tyler James, fun fact, my grandmother once owned the house this movie was filmed at. It was a place in New Orleans. Oh, really? Interesting. Lord Forchungus, when CinemaSins does Cruella, he'll probably call it a masterpiece. A masterpiece, yeah, probably. He's got shit taste, clearly.
Rats, Louis.
It was a long, long time ago.
The better question is, when did he start eating humans? We saw him bite Claudia a while ago, but that was almost by accident. And we haven't seen him attack anyone since. But he's definitely a manivore now? Did the movie seriously say skip to that total?
No, they did. That's not the implication. We're just saying, like, oh, when did you eat rats? Like, clearly she doesn't know how Louis eats. Or, I don't know, maybe he slowly got into it, but yeah, why do we need to be told that? You think, oh, we didn't just skip right over it? Like, maybe. It's not fucking important. At least not yet. Oh, no, wait, no. No, he does need people. Because remember when, that fucking chick, I don't want to give it away, but there's this chick who tries to force him to eat her, and he doesn't want to do it. So no, at this point, he is not eating people. He's still eating animals and shit. Did I just skip over it? No, you skipped over it, nigga. You didn't pay attention to this fucking film. Because it's apparently boring. Oh, God. How the fuck do you get paid as much as you get paid, and you don't even do your fucking job well? Honestly. You did not watch this fucking movie. You did not pay attention to it.
Character change?
30 years had passed, yet her body remained that of an eternal child.
And in 3 decades, nobody has noticed that she hasn't aged a damn day.
Because they probably move around a lot. Or that she doesn't go outside. Because keep in mind, she has gone insane at this point. And is very unsatisfied with her life as a child. But yeah, she probably doesn't go out a lot. You think they let her out the house all the time? Like, no, keep in mind, they only go out at night.
Admittedly, most of the people they come into
You think they talk to their neighbors? No, they don't.
contact
They only talk to people that they're going to kill.
with end up as human juice boxes, but surely there's somebody out there that is at least questioning why Claudia is Bart Simpson.
No, there wouldn't be. They don't go out in the daytime like you or I, Jeremy.
Her way through life.
Leave a corpse here to rot?
How did neither Lestat nor Louis' keen vampire senses notice a dead body in Claudia's bedroom? I'm no expert, but don't they eventually begin?
Okay, true. That's a good one.
Smell?
That's a valid fucking gripe.
Damn it, Lestat was literally sitting on top of her.
One of you did it!
I want to make the sin kids, but Claudia's probably pushing 40 years old at this point, even though she looks like a child. Still, though, this is a pretty epic temper tantrum, so I guess I'll go with something less controversial, like, I don't know, women.
But it wasn't always...
Wait, what? What? What kind of joke was that? I didn't get that. I did not get that.
Temper tantrum, so I guess I'll go with something less controversial, like, I don't know.
No, she would still be kind of childlike in certain aspects of her personality. They don't treat her like a fucking woman. I mean, she does have a level of maturity, but she's not, you know. You could say kids, Jeremy. Mikey Gussler, $5 super chat. This guy skips over stuff on purpose as much as Ralph the Movie Maker during his Joker review. Yeah.
Women.
But it wasn't always so. I had a mother once, and Louis, he had a wife. He was mortal, the same as she, and so...
And the score is different in here, in this scene.
Was I?
Weird.
Kirsten Dunst was 11 years old when she made this movie, and she manages to steal the damn thing from both Cruise and Pitt simultaneously. I understand the cuts healing quickly, given how strong Lestat is, but what about the drops of blood that come from the cuts? Why did those things disappear like dead NPCs in a first-person shooter video game?
For 30 years, I had avoided that place.
What I can't believe is that after 30 years, they all still...
Oh, got some super chats. Okay, I read that one. MSA, Joey Joester, $20 super chat. Like Doug Walker, Jeremy sometimes missed important plot points in a movie and or complain that it's boring and confusing because they are obviously not paying attention to the movie. I hate these types of reviewers. I know.
Still live within walking distance of Claudia's childhood home.
That doesn't mean they're within walking distance. That's number one. Because they're vampires. They can't get tired. So they could have flown somewhere. They can fly, right? That's right, no, because they weren't very aware of their powers because, of course, like, Lestat was keeping them dumb and dependent. Okay, but still, it's within walking distance. That just because they walk there doesn't mean it's walking distance. They're vampires. And plus, there's no way that she would have remembered that. It was implied that she had forgotten most of her life and they kind of fed her some bullshit about where she came from. Yeah, but yeah, whatever.
I'm sure Louisiana is gorgeous, but what's the use of being immortal if you never go out of state? If vampires can cry, what other human biological functions do they have?
No, vampires can't cry. Well, no, that's right, they can, because I remember Louis saying, "Oh, once, maybe twice in his own eternity." But I think it's like more his thing than anything, though.
Do they pee? Get runny noses? Have nocturnal... Oh, I guess diurnal emissions?
But I can't hate you, Louis.
Oh yeah, because I'm finding it extremely easy to hate this morose motherfucker right here, considering all he's done is mope around and brood sexually into the void for the last hour of this movie.
No.
Even though you're the father of lies, I want things to be as they were.
YouTube commenters telling me that they only liked our channel when our videos were under 6 minutes.
Yeah, because that's when you made sense and you had decent jokes because you knew when to shut the hell up. That's when you weren't hungry for engagement, watch time, and views, motherfucker.
Tasty.
Like, don't act like you didn't just figure out. Don't act like it wasn't you figuring out that the algorithm favors long videos. Come on.
Morsels are dead, man. How long has Lestat been vampiring, and how does he not f***ing notice this before he digs in? Even if the drug Claudia gave them kept the blood warm. When I'm at a buffet, I can smell and see the crab legs are well past their prime, so why can't he?
Good night, sweet prince. My flight.
Well, you feel like she gave him a drug. How did we know they were dead? I'm thinking that, like, Lestat just got stupid in that moment. And he was like, plus he was hungry. Because she pointed that shit out. Like, oh, you haven't fed enough. I can tell by your color. And he left before he looked. You know, he got dumb. So that's the explanation for that.
It's devils swing you to your rest.
Taking Hamlet's name in vain.
Should we burn him? Bury him? The swamp.
In the swamp? No, burn this motherfucker. Kill him with fire. I haven't got a damn idea what the extent of his powers are, so why take the risk? What's the harm in cutting him in...
Because they don't know the extent of his powers?
to 1,000 pieces, just on the off chance he survives this. Also, Jungle Cruise. None of these old farts bat an eyelash.
That was bad.
At this very prim and proper 11-year-old girl perusing the collected works of the dead and the damned. I would love to say Lestat survived.
What the fuck? What?
Prim and proper 11-year-old girl perusing the collected works of the dead and the damned.
Oh, a little girl reads. Why would the fuck would they care? You've been watching too much of the Beauty and the Beast remake. They minding their own fucking business. Oh, she's reading about books on the damned. Why aren't they hassling her? Why aren't they ruining her laundry like they did Emma Watson? Like, nigga, this is such a stupid question.
I would love to say Lestat survives this, but we've been told over and over that he's immortal. The real issue here is the movie trying to trick us into thinking he couldn't survive this. How are we supposed to buy they don't drink the dead blood bullshit if it ends up being, well, bullshit? My God, did Lestat douse it? They don't. The real issue here is the movie. I would love to say Lestat, this very prim and proper 11-year-old girl perusing the collected works of the dead and the damned. I would love to say Lestat survives this, but we've been told over and over that he's immortal. The real issue here is the movie trying to trick us into thinking he couldn't survive this. How are we supposed to buy they don't drink the dead blood bullshit if it ends up being, well, bullshit?
I mean, they tried to trick us into thinking he couldn't survive that. It was only for like a little while, like 30 seconds. I mean, like, I don't think they try to make you think, oh yeah, he's completely dead. He's gone. I don't think that was the intention. I think it was, they fully intended you to think he was coming back. Like, yeah, he might come back. I think that's what they wanted. Just how and in what capacity and how swift he was going to come back. That's about it. I don't think it was 100% like, oh, good. But, like, there was one part where they put him in the swamp and there was a lot of, like, you saw alligators attack him. Or, like, at least get near him. And there was a lot of blood and a lot of gurgling under the water. And you, as the audience member, think, oh, well, he's dead. And plus, vampires are killed by, like, that's why vampires can't drink dead blood. Because it kills them! Did you think he, like, she didn't just stab him a little bit. He drank dead blood, which is fucking fatal to vampires. So, yeah, it's not hard to assume that they would be under the impression that he was dead. Plus, they drained him of blood. That's not really good for vampires. Like, what you eat is being completely drained from your body. Not a good thing. Single player Carl. Hello, Carl. $2 super chat. They'd care more that a woman is reading, to be honest.
My God,
but it's also a little girl, and she's there with her father, so I don't know.
If it ends up being, well, bullshit. My God, did Lestat douse himself in gunpowder before arriving here? What's with the instant immolation? It's really starting to seem like Louis' go-to for solving conflicts is to start massive house fires. I'm pretty sure he needs to attend a conflict resolution class at some point in his long life.
The ship is sailing without us!
If the ship is about to set sail, we're cutting it pretty damn close even without Lestat's return. Looks like somebody attended the Home Alone school for...
And you forgot the vampires are very fast.
I would imagine passage to Europe in the 19th century would be mighty expensive, so is anyone going to check if they paid for this trip? Or is the crew just going to take their word for it because they appear to be in a hurry?
They could have paid beforehand if that was a thing back then. They could have paid beforehand. I'm just saying, they could have gotten tickets.
Free.
So there are no vampires in Transylvania, no Count Dracula?
The vulgar fictions of a demented Irishman.
The Irishman they're referring to is, of course, Bram Stoker. The problem is that he didn't publish Dracula until 1897. So if Louis and Claudia did end up in Transylvania, it would have been to find the Strigoi, the mythical creatures that vampires are reportedly based on. But you enjoy your gratuitous name check movie, and I'll sit over here enjoying my superiority on my throne of stone. But end up in Transylvania, it would have been to find the Strigoi, the mythical creatures that vampires are reportedly based on. But
that's not even... What are you correcting exactly? You know they would know about Bram Stoker in 1994, right? What the fuck are you correcting? Puss in Boots, $1.99 super chat and a thumbs up. Thank you. But like, what are you correcting here? Oh, I admitted I'm pedantic. You're also a fucking idiot. Because what are you correcting? What exactly do you think you are correcting here?
1897. So if Louis...
Bram Stoker came out in 1897. So? He still, Louis still would have lived during that time, unless, no, he still would have been alive during this time? Like, what are you correcting?
Louis and Claudia did end up in Transylvania, it would have been to find the Strigoi, the mythical creatures that vampires are reportedly based on. But you enjoy your gratuitous name check movie.
Oh my god, this is just to show off how he knows shit. You ever know those people who just like open their mouths to try to correct you, but like they're just so fucking wrong? Like, they just correct anything. They just hear someone talking like, actually, like, no, what are you correcting? He's lived a long fucking time. He still would have known about Bram Stoker. He still would have known if, like, any of those legends were true. And he still would have known if there were other vampires that fucking exist. Like, you know, what the fuck? What you talking about? What you doing? Charlie Brewster in the books, Louis and Claudia meet those kinds of mindless vampires. Oh, and Vash Stampede says, vampires come from dozens of versions of myths all over the world. The ancient Greeks had a version of female women that would feed on blood. The Aztec had a god that fed on blood, etc. Vampires are not just based on the Strigoi. Oh, thank you, Vash Stampede. Like, I knew he was full of fucking shit. Like, but like the simple fact is, like, why? It still doesn't even without that. It doesn't. What he said doesn't make sense. Like, you actually for no fucking reason.
And I'll sit over here enjoying my superiority on my throne of pedantry. Also, I assume this is Anne Rice.
I'm pedantic. No, you're fucking dumb, dude. You'd only be pedantic if you were right. But you're not right.
Shade at Bram Stoker in the screenplay. But if Louis is being anachronistically honest here, why is he being such a about the Dracula myth? It's not like the story was way off relative to this one. Coffee.
Why be such a cock to Bram Stoker? Like, why are you blaming Anne Rice for this? Maybe Anne Rice just wrote the character that way, and that's not something that she necessarily believes. Like, I don't know. I don't know how Anne Rice feels about Bram Stoker. But, like, to just think, oh, like, this is her beliefs. Like, that's not how that works. Writing characters means writing them even in a way that even you might not agree with. Like, they might have views or different, they might have views or characteristics that you don't like, but it's part of the characters, but so you write it anyway. Like a black author writing about a white supremacist lead character, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, he does like Bram Stoker, that doesn't mean that's how, that doesn't mean that's how Anne Rice feels. Like, come on, dude.
And sunlight, feeding on blood, eternal life. These are all things that are, well, things in this universe, right? Just because the crosses and the garlic aren't effective doesn't mean you have to spit on the classic novel you fanged.
Paris.
What was his rant? This is fucking ridiculous. Oh, I hate this motherfucker.
September 1870.
Can we talk about the fucking set design and cinematography and the set pieces? It's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry. It's so beautiful. The fact that he has not taken a sin off for this yet is pissing me off. Like, you damn near done with this movie, and you haven't said anything good about the set design. Come on, bruh.
City I'd always.
But it's Jeremy, so you know.
In the name of Nosferatu's and Emic Nipples, why in the ever-loving has it taken them so long to get to Paris? Research aside, this is the one place in the entire world.
Because Lestat has been avoiding it. Because, like, Lestat has some demons in Paris. That's why he didn't let them go there. They weren't able to go there until they killed his ass. You did not watch this movie. You did not watch this movie. Why we still here? $5 super chat. I love to hear this smooth brain, Sin Mark video game logic. I guaranteed he'd have a stroke within 30 seconds. Demars, his video just keeps dragging on and on. I know. WCW 2793, Unbridled Praise, interview with the vampire when... I don't know about that.
World that Lestat mentioned the presence of other vampires. He even told Louis that this was where he was f***ing turned. Why wasn't this the first stop on their evidently unnecessary world tour? Stephen Ray appears in a movie directed...
Wait, what did he say? Why wasn't this the first stop? Okay, where'd they come from again? Louisiana? Louisiana. Where's that on the world map? I mean, certain routes probably weren't leading them that way, or they just wanted to take their time because they're vampires and they got all the time in the world, and rush and making a big rush is not necessary. Like, goddamn, like, wait, wasn't there that fucking scene where, like, oh, they wanted to take their time because Claudia wanted to learn about other vampires first? Like, you didn't watch this movie.
Up on their evidently unnecessary world tour. Stephen Ray appears in a movie directed by Neil Jordan cliche. Seriously.
It's an unnecessary world tour. No, they wanted to feel what it was like to be alive again. Because they had been in a stuffy fucking, they were in a fucking stuffy, a stuffy, repressive, and emotionally abusive household the whole time. It's unnecessary. Like, shut up. Just shut up. Oh, wait.
This actor's been so ubiquitous
I fucked
that you
up.
gotta be a leading man in this director's dreams.
They'll have different powers. They'll read your thoughts if you let them.
What's this if you let them bullshit? How's she supposed to...
Oh, hang on. Fucking thing. Alright, here we go.
know when they're trying? And what use is telepathy if the...
You know when someone's using telepathy on you. Like, how would they even know? Like, you would know. She's also a vampire. She would know.
person having their mind read can choose to block it. What are the rules, movie? Also, Louis is basing this...
They'll have different powers. They'll read your thoughts if you let them.
What's this if you let them bullshit? How's she supposed to know when they're trying? And what use is telepathy if the person having their mind read can choose to block it? What are the rules?
No, she's not a person. She's a vampire. A vampire could possibly block it. Probably not a real person, though. Probably not a human. But a vampire could possibly block it because they are a vampire. Oh my god, what are the rules? They're fucking telling you what they are. You are not listening. Oh my god. Black Romeo, he sends traveling, right? Exactly. He just sending any goddamn thing. Because long videos are favored by the algorithm. That's basically all it is. Firespawn, have you seen Fright Night? Oh yeah, that's another one of my favorite vampire movies, Fright Night. That's one of the goats. Puss in Boots, Jeremy needs his hand held through this movie. Oh, he definitely does.
Movie. Also, Louis is basing this on a sample size of 2, himself and Lestat. And 50% of that sample can't fucking read minds.
I don't want to die.
Oh, cool. As if this movie weren't. And 50% of that sample can't fucking read minds.
I don't want to.
But they know that vampires can read minds because Lestat told them that. Oh, Jeremy.
Himself and Lestat. And 50% of that sample can't fucking read minds.
But Lestat knows that vampires can't read minds. He has told them such things. Jeremy, you fucking moron.
I want to die.
Oh, cool. As if this movie weren't casually disturbing enough, here's a peek at a 19th century snuff film. And this movie can now eat my
Oh no, this movie's so mean to fictional women. I am Jeremy, the male feminist, please. This movie's a dick to fictional women. Ding! Like, yeah, they're vampires, Jeremy. Are you really fucking sending this movie for vampires acting like vampires? Huh? What you doing, Jeremy? You fucking dumb shit?
I'm sorry, I just can't with this character, man. He just looks so goddamn silly and self-seeking.
Yeah, no, I don't see what your gripe is, Jeremy. He looks so silly. No, he doesn't. He doesn't look any more or less silly than Lestat or Brad Pitt's character. What are you talking about? He looks like a vampire. That's what the fuck he looks like. This is so silly. Your mouthy or your movie. Jeremy, please just stop. Raf Zero, CinemaSins, the first YouTube channel where I had a comment that was upvoted over 100 times in the first minute. First, Avengers, they claimed there's no gravity in space. Attack and destroy, vampire dies, hashtag I stand with her. Oh, drunken mumble his... Oh, no, wait. No, that's Granadio? His laugh is so fake. Drunken mumble. And Armand? Really? Yeah, he looks like a vampire. He doesn't look fucking silly. Like, what are you talking about? That's the way they dressed. Jesus Christ, he's an idiot.
It is.
Monstrous.
Louis fed a man to an alligator, set him on fire, and left him to burn. But now he's going to judge these guys for playing with their food. It's probably fair to...
That was self-defense? Set him on fire and lifted the burn. Like, yeah, that was self-defense. He's made it very clear that he does not like feeding on the innocents. Did you fucking miss that little detail? Like, that's the whole thing with his character, that he has a soul, that he's that he's not lost his humanity as a vampire. You're just so dumb. Jeremy, you're retarded.
An alligator, set him on fire and left him to burn. But now he's going to judge these guys for playing with their food. It's probably fair.
And like, they make it clear the distinction between them and Louis and Claudia. Or maybe just Louis, because Claudia's she got her own little violent streak.
Fair to assume that running this theater is at least in part to make money, but why would Armand be worried about money? We haven't once seen...
I think they just like to do that shit. I don't think it's about the money. I think that's just the... Why would vampires be worried about money? Because some vampires want to blend in with society? so they can have their little luxuries. Maybe. Think,
Louis and
Jeremy.
Lestat
Think.
give a shit about finances. I just assume they stole what they needed from their victims.
We haven't seen Louis and Lestat give a shit about finances. Are you stupid? Lestat definitely cared about finances. More specifically, Louis' finances. Like, it was pretty fucking obvious. Can you not read subtext or, you know, can you not read, like, either subtext or, oh my god, or, like, subtle dialogue? I mean, shit! Fuck!
Also,
I can't wait till this video's over because I am hungry and it's just making me more pissed off.
So, is no one in Paris at all suspicious about this theater troupe that doesn't age and whose every performance suspiciously ends?
They wouldn't. They're covered in cloaks, and that's assuming that everyone there is like over 50 years old, or like is gonna frequent or that the same people frequent that place. Aren't you concerned that these people never age? Like, how the fuck would they notice?
Ends exactly the same way, with a death by jugular puncture.
Two vampires from the New World.
I think it's interesting that Salma Hayek was cast in From Dusk Till Dawn, a bonkers vampire movie written by Quentin Tarantino and starring George Clooney, but her Desperado co-star Antonio Banderas was cast in a much less bonkers but sillier movie that starred Brad Pitt.
It's not sillier. Are you There was a scene where a goddamn telling me that is less silly than this. Oh my god, these guys are dressed so fucking gay. It's so much sillier than other fucking movie that was totally super masculine and cool, where they had guns and shit. Like, fuck this gay-ass movie. He's saying it without saying it. Like I said, that's subtext. Like, he's saying that, like, he doesn't like it because his favorite, like, masculine actors are being girly. That's what it is. But he doesn't want to lose his fucking channel or get lambasted in the comments, so he's not gonna say it outright. Because how is this movie silly? You haven't said any fucking thing. You just laugh at random shit, and we're supposed to just laugh along with you. But you have not explained anything. How is this movie sillier than From Dusk Till fucking Dawn? Like, I love From Dusk Till Dawn as well. But to say that that's less silly than this? Like, I know what you're really trying to say, motherfucker. I know what you're really trying to say. Frolic King, sigh. From Dusk Till Dawn has a character with a dick pistol, Jeremy. But no, this is sillier. Thank you, Frolic King. Black Romeo. Is he about to sin that actors acted in movies together? Yeah, it seems like it. Kyle R. The other movie has Cheech Marin give an extended monologue about pussy outside a Mexican vampire strip bar. Oh boy, yeah. Oh boy, shit. WCW 2793. Didn't he do a Sins video on From Dusk Till Dawn? I think he did. Don't ask me to watch that shit, because my head's gonna explode. I'm already like done right now. Yeah, but if you read between the lines, he doesn't like that his masculine fucking characters his masculine actors are doing gay shit. That's what it is. Because silly how? You have not fucking explained how this movie is silly. Oh my god, so Antonio Banderas has long hair and he's wearing red. Fag. Like, what you saying? Because that's the only thing I can ascertain from what the fuck you're saying.
Pitt. Then Clooney and Pitt teamed up for the Oceans movies, and Pitt won an Oscar for collaborating with Tarantino. Then Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek co-starred again in The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife. So I guess the sin is that there's only like 10 actors in Hollywood, and they've been making movies in some permutation with each other for the last 30 years.
Oh my god, the person in chat was right. He's literally sinning this movie. Because actors have been in other movies with other actors. Oh my god. Jeremy, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing. If not vampires.
Gee, thanks. That makes everything so much clearer.
Surely you know the one who made it.
That was a joke. It was humor. Like, he was saying, like, y'all must be, like, if y'all ain't vampires, y'all basically nothing. If you don't know what you are by now, like, motherfucker, you nothing. It's a little humor. What are you doing, Jeremy? How did you not, why did you send that? Fuck you. I hate you.
Yes, but the one who made him.
Louis plays the pronoun game so that Armand can dramatically reveal the stats name later in a reveal that was shocking to no one except poor Louis.
I have never seen a vision.
Why do you keep replacing the score in every scene, Jeremy? Because honestly, it's not loud enough for the copyright people to come after you. I don't know. I think it's dumb. Non-Vitae Rex, $5 super chat. Luxuries and money to pay off influential, powerful humans or familiars to protect them during the day. Yeah, right. That's one of the reasons why vampires acquire so much fucking money. It's strategic, bitch. But Jeremy is a fucking idiot.
No, learn the secret that would damn or save my soul.
Not even in the script for Ballistic X vs. Sever?
After 4
actor in bad movie, laugh, funny.
years, I am the oldest living vampire in the world.
This dude is such a cocky 400 years? I bet there's a vampire in Indonesia that's been doing population control for a millennium that would wipe their ass with your 400 years. Hell, Louis is already pushing a quarter of that. We've barely gotten to know him. Remember, you are...
The fuck? You know, he like 400 years thus far. By the time he would get up to Louis' age, like in 1994, he'd probably be up to like 600, 700, I think. So like, yeah, he probably. What's your gripe? What the fuck?
Our moral is a cool message in the context of our man Louis here. Unfortunately, it makes little to no sense in the context of the rest of the scripture, which relates to the death of a man and how one should value their time on Earth. It really should have ended with mortalum, which...
How is that not related to our main character? The whole thing is that immortality is boring and lifeless and drab. And it's best to have a companion to share it with. Because it can get unbearable. Remember that line from Tom Cruise earlier? Life without me would be unbearable. Because, yeah, immortality can do that to you. Like, that's the fucking point. Oh, the rest of this fucking shit doesn't fit with the protest. You were a dumbass. If Jeremy was ever on EFAP, I would just not be nice to him, or probably not even fucking converse with him. Like, he's a fucking idiot. Oh god.
Which means mortal. This is the Latin scripture equivalent of...
Like, don't take my word on that, because on the off chance that ever does happen, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to talk to him, because like it's like I feel like I'd lose brain. He would suck the brain cells from me and make me dumber. Just from talking to him. Mikey Gussler, $5 super chat. Anne Rice was so impressed by this movie, she bought ads to put in magazines and newspapers calling it a masterpiece. Because it is.
Of a movie's article's text having nothing to do with the movie's article's title. And it's foolish of the movie to think using a dead language will protect it from a sin.
But it's a dead language, but you knew what it fucking said. You figured out what it said.
Mortal. This is the Latin scripture equivalent of a movie's article's text having nothing to do with the movie's...
It has everything to do with the movie. Like, how did... I'm getting a fucking headache. I might end it early. I don't know. Might, because the side of my head hurts from clenching.
Crime that means death to any vampire. Kill your own kind.
Wait, isn't that a little counterintuitive? I mean, what kind of society would kill an individual for killing another individual? It's absurd when you look at it like that, isn't it?
The world changes. We do.
Isn't it counterintuitive? Not really. I mean, for vampires, it is. Because they don't even they don't value life at all. It's not, because they don't even really have feelings or like morality, if you like think about it, because that's the whole thing with Louis. That's why he's so special, because he has morality. They probably just do it because they just like killing. That's the difference between like the justice system killing like murderers, people like Jeffrey Dahmer or whatever, even though I think he died in prison, but whatever. But it's the difference between us killing serial killers and serial rapists and fucking vampires doing it. They're just doing it because they got nothing else to do. And they love killing. They're not doing it for... You guys think they're doing it for some moral fucking reason? No!
lies the irony that finally kills us.
Despite being 400 years old, Armand truly has the same grasp of the definition of irony as a college freshman.
Lestat must have wept when he made you. Lestat? You knew Lestat?
Duh, why is this surprising? Lestat told Louis he was created in Paris, and since Louis has now seen firsthand how rare vampires are, isn't it fairly likely that one of these guys might be the vampire in question?
But there are several vampires in this den, Jeremy. It could have been any one of them. Like, there's him, and there's what, like 12 other of these motherfuckers? It could have been any one of them. It could have been Stephen Rea. You could have assumed that. Like, of course, us as the audience, we know. You know, we know. But in that situation, I'm not surprised that Louis didn't know that it, like, directly, that it was him. Like, because they went to Paris, like Lestat said that vampires were more common in Paris. And, like, there's a whole den of these motherfuckers. They got their own fucking, they have their own, they got their own building. Like, they got their own housing. They got cubby holes in their own establishment. They got their own studio. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a sin.
Worth asking around. My God, does becoming a vampire make you dense, or is he just being deliberately obtuse so we get this predictable reveal?
I had found the teacher, which Lestat could never, I knew now, have been.
Louis is so horny for a mentor, I bet he's ejaculating like Willem Dafoe in Antichrist right now as he's walking away from the theater.
I knew now.
Yeah, say, oh, he's fucking gay, man. So fucking gay. Fuck this gay-ass movie. Fucking gay. Shoot something. Like, somebody pull out a gun. Fucking gay-ass, boring movie.
It would never be withheld by Armand. It would pass through him as through a pane of glass.
I don't know about you, but I actually prefer the dissemination of my information to avoid defenestration.
You giver!
I know big words. That's the only reason I said that.
To me, Louis! Do this before you leave me!
Strong argument, but also, shouldn't they do an evaluation, a home study, or at least a f***ing meet and greet with this lady? She's apparently going to be Claudia's companion forever, but do either of these assholes even know her last name?
What do you think she is, Madeline? Doll.
A child who cannot die.
How did Claudia stumble across Madeline in the first place? It's not like she could have just put an ad in the local paper saying, immortal vampire in the body of an 11-year-old seeks grieving mother for eternal company. No vegetarians, non-smokers preferred.
It's time for justice, little one!
First off, how did Armand's army pick just now for their attack? I know they're all theater kids, but this type of dramatic timing is a bridge too far, even for them. Also, look at this Dracula cosplaying motherfucker right here. Frilly sleeves, widow's peak hair, funny facial expressions. I thought that whole Dracula thing was...
Well, they're in the middle of grabbing two people off a fucking ledge. He's got a funny face. Like, yeah, they're in the middle of grabbing people.
Supposed to be a vulgar myth.
Pleasant dreams.
That guy's hairline is gay. Sin. Ding.
Vampy ass are way too happy about carrying out this punishment, man. And here I...
Yeah, it's almost like they're evil vampires who don't care about justice. They're just doing it because they like killing. Oh my God!
Morris Day and the Time were way too mean to Prince in Purple Rain after his dad was critically injured. If this whole vampiring thing doesn't work out, these folks sure do have a future in masonry. I mean, look at the precision they're using on the mortar work here. Okay, I know Claudia's not the most physically strong vampire due to her stature, but she's also about a half-century old and does have superpowers. Could she not at least try to escape? Look, there are...
that I'm pretty sure they deliberately put her in a place that she could not escape. And the whole thing with the reason why making young vampires is forbidden is because they are not strong enough to survive on their own. You know that little part that Antonio Banderas' character fucking explained? But I'm sure you tuned it out because the scene was just so fucking gay. And they were just fucking talking for so long. You didn't pay any fucking attention. Nathan Pattinson, 199 Super Chat, you're my fave, JL. Any scripted film reviews coming? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the Dracula, the part 2 of my Dracula review is going to be, like, semi-scripted, like, mostly scripted. So, you know, look out for that. I'm going to see, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get that out on Halloween. Athala, that is a vampire execution chamber. You really think it would be easy to climb out? Exactly. Look how fucking high up it is. And it's nothing but fucking brick. Oh, shouldn't it be easy for you to get out? And completely doesn't even consider the other scene where they put up bricks after entrapping Louis. Like, you dumbass, you fucking idiot, you fucking moron. All you could just say, like, yeah, you're an idiot, you're dumb, you're very dumb. Can't you use your strength to get out? This isn't the fucking Avengers. The reason why it's forbidden to make child vampires is because they cannot defend themselves. They can't do the same shit that an adult vampire can do. So they just put her ass in a fucking tower. And plus, like I said, that place is specifically built for vampires not being able to get out. So I don't, like, shut up.
Sizable footholds strategically placed all up the walls of this hole, and they look easy enough to reach for an average contestant.
No! Hold on, because they're gonna show, like, I guess in a minute they're gonna show, like, the huge window where the sunlight comes in when they finally fry him. And I'm pretty sure they can't get out of that. I'm just saying. But yes, she can't fly. She does not have the strength to do this, Jeremy. Nathan Pattinson, 199 Super Chat. Thank you. You are a national treasure, Jay. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Testing on American Ninja Warrior. If sunlight is so deadly...
See that? They can't get out of that. Look at that. They cannot get out of that. This fucking area is specifically made to entrap vampires, because they know they won't be able to get out, especially vampires who don't know how to use their powers or don't have powers.
To vampires, why doesn't moonlight have the same effect? It is literally just reflecting sunlight. Perhaps it's being diffused. Vampires, why doesn't moonlight have the same?
If sunlight is deadly to vampires, why doesn't moonlight have the same effect? It's literally just reflecting sunlight. Is there anyone with a fucking brain cell who can explain this? I don't know if he's wrong or not, but I have a feeling that he's wrong. I have a strong feeling that he is saying some really dumb shit right now. So if you got anything, let me know. Joanna Feuerborn, 199 Super Chat. Hope you reach 100K subs soon. No, so do I. Thank you. Okay, H owner, I think. It's so much less light, lol. BTM DTH. Moonlight is very different than sunlight either way. They need blue moon. They need direct sunlight. Mitch Ryan, only direct sunlight hurts them. Ithala, there is kind of a point, but it's like diffusion and refraction. Drunken Mumble, it's diffuse light. Yeah, okay. So I'm basically getting, it's not the same thing because the light is diffused or muted, and it's not direct sunlight. Puss in Boots, moonlight is much weaker in the same way a person can't be sunburned at night. Alright, so basically, Jeremy, once again, is a fucking idiot.
Same effect. It is literally just reflecting sunlight. Perhaps it's being diffused by the cheese. The sunlight doesn't appear to be burning their clothes. I mean, why would it? So why didn't they use their ample dresses to create some sort of shade or covering? I'm certain Santiago and crew would have found another way to kill.
They wouldn't be able to do that all fucking day. Why didn't he just use her? Like, my mother said the same thing when we watched this shit once. Why didn't they just use their dresses? And what was the bullshit? What do we come up with that poked right through that? Well, for one thing, they can't do it all day. Number two, there was something else. Sean Bohan, 4.99 Super Chat. Well, yes, the moon reflects sunlight, but so does a mirror. Should that hurt them too? Sunlight is concentrated. Yeah, hiding under the dresses. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do that all fucking day.
kill them, but hell, why make this easy?
Maybe it was
Plus, naked children in a movie. I don't think they would have done that.
quench those tears forever that I took
I mean, unless it's Netflix. You know what I mean?
revenge on them.
Wait, hold up. Don't tell me. Seriously, he's gonna light them on fire, isn't he? Oh yeah, that's his move, baby. Play the hits. You know, Louis...
Because remember, stakes don't work, and it's not daytime, and he can't do this during the daytime. So his only other option is fire. It's not his thing. It's just what kills vampires, you jackass.
Think about being more stealthy. The noise of this barrel crashing to the ground is enough to wake the dead. I'll see myself out. For some baffling reason, this chap...
Yes, please, because you're a moron. He doesn't give a damn. I mean, clearly by the way he's nonchalantly dousing their coffins and how he just walked right in that motherfucker, he does not give a shit anymore.
Waits until after he is fully engulfed in flames before bursting from his coffin. Yes, it's a very cool visual, but that's not really something he should be concerned about. Deus ex Horsica.
What if all I have is my suffering?
Yeah, that's Deus Ex. Yeah, but that was strategic. He was there. Armand showed up just at the nick of time on purpose to save him. They kind of pointed out in this scene right here, but whatever.
Right.
Gay ass
Damn, my
movie.
dude, Cool World wasn't that bad, and you totally redeemed your career by the time True Romance came out. I can't help but think if this movie came out today, it may have had the balls to allow Louis and Armand to actually kiss instead of blue-balling us like it does. This film for coming out in the 90s. As Louis walked...
I mean, he hates him right now. Why would he fucking kiss him? It doesn't make any sense. He killed his fucking kid. He let his child die. No. He did have a hand in it, right? Because he wanted it, he may not have told them to do it, but he let them do it because he wanted Louis all to himself. So why the fuck would he kiss him? Why would he do that, Jeremy? Yeah, like, you didn't let him kiss. Like nigga, you call this movie ridiculous over bullshit to hide the fact that you don't like how gay this movie is. Like, shut up. Like, shut the fuck up.
Walks around this property for what feels like an hour and a half of movie time. I'm left to wonder. He's been all over the ancient world, and then came back to America, where he probably bebopped around a few cities before settling back in New Orleans. And he's never seen another single vampire? Like, I'm sure they're not everywhere, but holy shit, it's been over a goddamn century since Claudia died, so how has he not run into one of these f***holes even by accident? Well, he should stop by Sunnydale at some point. They're loaded over there.
You remember how I was? The vampire that I was.
Louis might, but I sure as hell don't. Seems like movie forgot to Tom Cruise for like half its runtime.
No.
Didn't you just fucking, like, earlier you said, oh man, like, his Tom Cruise was so fucking over the top throughout the whole fucking movie, and now it's like, now you can completely forgotten that? Huh? What? Jeremy, what's up?
Could refuse me. Not even you, Louis.
I tried.
Bull. Louis spends the whole damn movie refusing Lestat. From killing humans to creating new vampires, they never agreed on a damn thing.
If you stayed with me.
This will go on to be the most distracting snot bubble in cinematic history.
Yeah, it was distracting because you fucking, you brightened it up. Because you, turned up the exposure, you asshole.
Heather Donahue...
I didn't notice it until you did that. Thanks for pointing it out, though, now.
...rates it while talking to the camera in the Blair Witch Project.
Can't end like that. But it has.
Oh, holy do I wish it did. But unfortunately, we've still got some bullshit with a sudden Lestat and a terrible cover of a Rolling Stones song to sit through. When did Lestat Marty McFly his way into the back of Malloy's car? Malloy throws his stuff into the back seat before he leaves, so surely he would have seen him there. And further, why did Lestat wait in the back of this one car?
He could have jumped in while he was driving at any point, because he's a vampire. He wasn't there like in the fucking backseat before, because he probably jumped in, you moron.
And further, why did Lestat wait in the back of this one car for a single victim that's across the country from where Lestat was last seen? And further, why did he wait to attack Daniel until they got on the Golden Gate Bridge?
Because he wanted his car? I mean, it's kind of dumb, though. Like, if he doesn't have... Because the sun is slowly coming up during the end credits. So I'm like, yeah, if he doesn't have, like, a top to put up on the car, then yeah, Lestat is fucking screwed. So that's kind of, but why did he tag Daniel until they got on the Golden Gate Bridge? Probably because he wanted to drive his car. Excuse me. I don't know.
Why did he wait to attack Daniel until they got on the Golden Gate Bridge?
Suck. Suck. Suck.
So basically, Jeremy doesn't think the movie's good because it's boring sometimes, and it's super fucking gay. It's gay. As much as he's like, oh, they didn't have the balls to have them kiss back then. Like, get the fuck out of here, Jeremy. You're not fooling anybody. He calls the movie ridiculous for no reason, for no fucking reason whatsoever. Like, you're not fooling me, Jeremy. Puss in Boots, $2 super chat. Jeremy, you're the most distracting snot bubble. True. Kai Fujimoto, this is supposed to bring humor to people. It feels like he's kicking a dead horse at the moment. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, thank God that is over. I'm fucking done. I'm hungry. My head hurts. Like, there's a muscle in my head that's really tight because I've been clenching over how fucking moronic he is. Half-baked potato, but it's satire! Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll... anytime someone comes at him with, like, yeah, your fucking criticisms don't make sense. Well, satire! I'm dumb on purpose. Like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. I gotta get the fuck out of here and eat some food. Because I haven't eaten a fucking thing. Thank you for what? Hold on. I gotta get, okay. Thank you for watching this garbage. And like I said before, I'm gonna try to get that I'm gonna try to get part 2 of that BBC Dracula review out before or on Halloween. Keep that whole tradition going. Oh shit. MSA, Joey Joestar, $5 super chat. My sister and family love this movie. The criticism in this video is so dumb that it makes me hurt a little. I know, it's so bad. Okay, but anyway, guys, I gotta go. My fucking head hurts. I'm just done for right now. Like I said, thank you for watching. I got some other stuff coming out. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna see if I can release a meme between now and my next video or something, some shit. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm gonna see if I can make a meme for you guys, a couple of them, because I had some in my head and I just stopped editing them for whatever reason. But I'm gonna get back to them. Like I said, I got a whole backlog of videos that I have like I said, my craft review, got the Candyman review. I got, of course, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier review. Like I said, I gotta get this Dracula video out before Halloween. A lot of stuff. And eventually the next a couple parts of Gotham High. So look out for all that shit. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm out of here. I'm tired, but thanks for watching, and bye, guys. You're the best. Thanks for the super chats and the comments and the well wishes. It is very much appreciated. Good night.